Hey guys, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty, and if you're looking for another Nintendo Switch controller or a computer controller, we might just have what you're looking for. What we have here is a nice little bundle. It's from EasySMX. It's the ESM-YS06 wireless controller for Nintendo Switch or the PC. And you can find this for a regular price of $34.99. This controller can be easily paired with your Switch console via Bluetooth. So you got a wireless controller as well as it has a wireless range of up to 10 meters. This has a customizable turbo function that you can, get all your button mashing needs in. It also has a built-in asymmetrical I can't pronounce that word, but it has a double vibration motor that simulates the real experience of collision for you in shooting and other scenes for any video game. It also has an advanced 6-axis sensor providing precise gaming experience. It has dual analog sticks, fast action triggers that provide precise movement, and it brings a whole new dimension to your gameplay. With a built-in lithium battery, it only takes around 2 to 3 hours to charge this controller, while it also supports it claims 8 to 10 hours of continuous gaming. And we're going to be testing that in this video today. After extensive testing of this controller for several weeks, we found that this controller is very sturdy, and it's easy to get working on both the Switch and the PC. All I had to do is plug in the USB-C to the top of the controller, plug the USB into my computer, and it instantly detected it. And I was able to play all kinds of games on Steam and found that it worked great. Also, by the way, this controller comes in many different colors. You get to pick that. I went with this theme here. Let me pull that up there a little bit closer. I liked it, what it looked like. Thought it was pretty darn cool and went with this route. So anyway, the turbo on this is also very easy to use. There's a turbo button with a T here at the bottom. I'm going to go zoom in again here. The turbo, once again, it's very easy to use. A turbo button right here. You just hold that and hit any button you want, and it's going to automatically select it as turbo. You want to turn the turbo off, you just hold that T button again and hit any button that you had turbo on, it'll turn it off. Also, you can change the rumble settings with it too, with the simple plus button, and hit what you want. Really easy to use. So that adjustable rumble was very, very nice. But you know what? Let's switch to our good old Nintendo Switch expert and see what he has to think about it.
The analog sticks are smooth and responsive. The buttons are tight and accurate. The D-pad works great. The triggers feel good and are responsive without a lot of travel. The controller is a good weight and feels sturdy. In our testing, we found that the battery lasts for at least 8 hours. I tested this game with Betty and the Ink Machine, Fortnite, and Cuphead. Having a wireless Bluetooth controller at this price is absolutely great. Unfortunately, you cannot plug a headset in the controller. So I couldn't plug in my headset for Fortnite, which was very sad. I wanted to use my headset for Fortnite.
Alright, now that we've had my views as well as Little Frugal's views with using this on the Nintendo Switch, let's look at some of the pros and cons of this controller. Well, first of all, I think this is very solid. It can take a couple hits and probably keep on going. I love the build quality. It feels has a good amount of weight. I don't like a really flimsy feeling lightweight controller, and this doesn't give me that feeling at all. It feels like it has a very solid build. The battery also, after testing, lasted well over 8 hours. We tried it several times. We charged it, and we played and played and played until the battery went dead, and repeated that process. It worked wonderful. Also, there was no noticeable lag when playing with either cord or cordless, which is always a very interesting thing when you're starting to hit Bluetooth and other cordless devices and going wireless, is are you going to have that lag? We didn't notice it. We didn't put in any fancy measurables, but we didn't notice any input lag. As well as the controller is very, very comfortable to use. All the analog sticks were tight. The buttons were good. I love the fact that it uses current USB-C. So yes, USB-C, I like that. The turbo function was also very easy to use. A quick turn on and turn off in case you want to change it within the gameplay itself. and anytime you didn't have to worry, as well as the adjustable rumble. So if you want it, you can put it and pump it up. If you don't like it as much, you can turn it down. So overall, should you get this controller? Well, if you're looking for another controller with a competitive price point, this controller is definitely worth a look. You get a good wired computer controller as well as a great Bluetooth wireless controller for your Nintendo Switch. The battery life will give you a great amount of time before you have to charge it again. More than I ever needed in one sitting, that's for sure. And this controller feels really good in your hands. It doesn't seem to have any lag either. It really, once again, a comfortable controller. Everything feels tight. The button responses are great. No trigger movement has to be too far. I really appreciate that. Well, I have to say we are very, very happy with this controller at the $34.99 price point. I think you will as well. But you know what? If you like this controller, use the code Captain Frugal, no spaces, Captain Frugal, to get an additional 15% off on this. So yeah, you can get it too for even less. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this review. If you don't mind, you liked it, go ahead, hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And until next time, keep it frugal.